Didn't have my mic. Okay. Yeah, as I said, sorry for the delay. Something came up that I had to take care of real quick. That over there. That looks really quiet on stream. Okay. Filters. Gain. Like that. Yeah, that looks better. Instead, change it if need be. Next language, audio language, show subtitles, yes. Field of view, colorblind mode, no. I. Making it a bit brighter. This can come out darker, I guess. Okay. Sound. I mean, that seems fine to me. Okay. The Talos principle. As if awakening from a deep sleep. You find yourself in a strange, contradictory world of ancient ruins and advanced technology, tasked by your creator with solving a series of increasingly complex puzzles. You must decide whether to have faith or to ask the difficult questions. Who are you? What is your purpose? And what are you going to do about it? Yeah, new game. So, I played like the first 3 schedule of this in the original version a few days ago. Initializing firmware functional. Loading child program parameters. 99.84.001 loaded. System check passed. Starting child process ready. Starting child process. That's a good one. Child process meaning just a
Behold,
lesser version.
child,
Well,
you
not lesser
are
version.
risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Okay. Child process means it's a more specific instance of that parent process, I guess. Yep. Okay. That problem. What other options do we have actually? Oh, I don't want motion blur. Motion blur's stupid. Don't like it. Air speed. Rewind. No developer console. Not close. We really don't need to render these many frames. I think I want a bit more with a few. Why? I guess. Ray tracing. Okay. Weird settings, but okay. Roll the face. Let's have to set like 55. Okay. Child program basic calibration successful. Yeah, as I've already this wall is not moving back and forth to the wall and back. Oh, right. Can do this. 1 sec. Auto sprint off. Thank you. Now we can block that. Make this one with us. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Oh, also, turn on my camera. Oops. Okay. I should be smaller. Camera is way too big because I was playing something that had a 4x3 thing. Okay. I think this should be fine. Shouldn't be much important stuff there. Don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Dash at version 17.1.0054.
All across this land I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Okay. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. /1w/save version 10.1.0000. Okay. So, as we have this jammer. Where was it? Here. Can activate the switch. And with this jammer we can jam this to get our first star. Maybe. Okay. Okay, so in here we need this. Open the doors, we need these pieces. Let's do this one first, maybe. Keep hole. Right, yeah, this was this one. And disable this gate from here. Take this with us. Then we can also disable that wall through here. Take this jammer. Disable this orb. And we're done. Nice and easy.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Yeah, this is pretty easy once you realize you can activate stuff through that. Because it's like... Right, the gate's there. You can't activate or like jam things through gates like these. Okay, yeah, sure, let's do these three. Get our door unlocked. First one, a switch out of reach. Okay. That switch, okay. Nothing. Go up. Let's go down with the sensitivity. Okay, this feels better. A little bit. So... yeah, I think the only thing we can do is jam this one. Alright, and that means we can disable it. We can take back our jammer. Disable the orb. And we get our sigil. The terminal.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Okay, okay. Sigils of our name. Okay. Let's see. That one. Okay, we have a jammer here. Right. As well as this room. Activate those, or gets out of that place. Then you can jam that minigun, I guess.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
But that's definitely a minigun. Good. Okay. Alright, this time need to dodge them as much as possible. Then we jump that. The orb in there. Go here. Nice. And
my
now
temple
we can just
awaits
jam
you,
that.
child. Go forth.
Your temple awaits me. Alright. Yeah. Know what you mean. Because we spawned in the first area. I'm gonna collect all of them though. Whoa. That's like in that tree. Okay. Only the two of
My
us.
child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Okay. That's good. Jammer here. And there's a jammer there. Okay. And take this jammer. And then free this jammer with this jammer. This, and we get our sigil.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Yes. Nice. I think that was an easier version of this one, right? Yeah, it was an easier version of this one. Because that should have taught us about the reusing of the jammer to deactivate doors from both sides. And then we put these into the door, right order, right orientation. And we can go through. Use computer. Loading library session done. Mounting local disks. 47 million distributed resources found. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Loading Milton library assistant. Error. MLA unresponsive. Initiating command prompt. Done. Library archive session ready. Guest local. Hi. Unknown command. Type help for list of available commands. What's this? No command. Type help for a list of available commands. As the type help for a list of available commands. Hello world. Type help for a list of available commands. Directory. Type help for a list of available commands. Help. Basic terminal commands are list by a list of available resources. Open file name. Show contents of a file. Help display this text. Run MLA. Load Milton library assistant advanced interface. Exit close the terminal session. List. Searching for locally cached resources. Welcome email Athena6txt. Figure it out email. Welcome email. From Nadia Sarabhai, Institute for Applied Sciences probably. Alexandra Drennan, Head Nomatics. Welcome to the team. Subject, welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realized that nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here. But this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. B. Let's do this, Nadia. Close. Athena6.txt. Chapter 6. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides? Well, did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into the strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber, strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a small tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles F.load some hexadecimal code, gazing upon the stars and wept. Okay, so we have a tree with all-knowing apple, like in the Garden of Eden. True wisdom and deathlessness, yeah. But we also talk about Heracles, and Athena. So, yeah. From the Lee to 69.74.657 at 2.61.746.96. 746 doesn't make sense, because you would think that's an IP address. Subject F6E. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there. Put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there's a truth. But that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young. You've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. That's a good dad. Run MLA. Loading Milton Library Assistant done. Initiating plain language interface done. Bot session opened. Hello guests, how can I help you today? Asdva. I'm sorry, but what you just wrote was nonsense. I respond best to subject verb object syntax. Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject verb object syntax. Are you able to take offense to your pointless contraption? You cannot insult me. Describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query. How old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st July 1995 to 27th June 203F. That's weird. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. How long has the system been running? The system has been active for 9999 years. What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. A query. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Look at the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. Where am I? You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. The library archive session may be resumed at any time. Support session done, resuming library archive session. Anything else? Nope. Oh, okay.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
We could do that. Or we could do the last two rooms, which I'm going to do. Right. That's not good. Take a jammer. Jam this from over here. So we can get both these out. Jam that. Jam that. And we got it. Okay. And last one. Oh, that was the easy one. Let that ball out, let that ball out, that ball out. Can you go through? Nice and easy. Okay. Enter Elohim's temple. Okay, we're in the temple.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. and know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Oh, that's a star door. Oh. Okay, we need enough stars, which is 10 for this one. Okay. Here we need 5. Okay, we can see which ones we've gotten. 7 here. 7 areas. Well, plus the star door and the purple door, I guess. Okay. So for one we have everything. So we need one more sigil, so we need 4 more sigils. So we continue in 2.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Babylonian tower, maybe? Loading library session done. Mounting local disks failed. Unrecognized error detected. List. Library archive is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Use the access com portal command to access network functions. Okay. Access com portal. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Spotted unknown errors. MLA troubleshooter. Sure. Loading Molten library assistant. Done. Initiating plain language interface done. Board session opened. Hello guest, is there something you'd like help with today? Board Milton library assistant. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is achieved by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. Troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common of network problem is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Trust no one. Incorrect. Try again. God. Incorrect. 30. Incorrect. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Sure. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Loading certification program. Certification program loaded. You will now be asked for a series of inputs to GER with data protection legislation. You must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. The profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program? Yes. 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. The subjective reaction to this image. Content. What best describes a person? Human being, citizen, rational animal, being of negative entropy, problem-solving system. Rational animal, I guess? You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Don't kill him. That's what you're doing in the desert. Ignore him. Offer after water. Offer after water? Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive notification when part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Searching for locally cached resources. Ian.email. Frank Ngatai to Miles Ngatai, Dan Ngatai. Subject Ian. My first day at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Oh, it's pneumatics, okay. Ian. On the way to work, I'm terrified. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they are all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in. And right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm. From the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded. He says Inan, EAPN, NAPNO. All sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. And someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. That's awesome. Ina analysis HTML. User Alex16 added 4 notes. Note 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery. Though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory, rather while walking the science fictional novels at the core of the narrative at face value, we should. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Corruption, social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter, come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the blank. Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of blank. TelosPrinciple.txt. Archive 260 BCE F12 Straton of Stagera. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Telos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. Okay. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Telos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that for sure makes sense. Okay. So there should be... I should... I don't know, think a bit more. I think this should be better. Oh, recording number 23.v0186. Okay. Oh. I don't like how loud the music is. A bit. It's a bit too loud. There's also a blue thing here.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule,
Brennan.
write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Okay. Yeah. I can tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Cheap. Version 69.1.0162. Nothing in here. Wait.
In the beginning were the words.
Yeah. Fractal. Oh. This doesn't say anything. Okay. Weird. Hi. Loading library session done. Mounting local disks. List. Error log. Cannot load archive. Milton John 1667 CE F457. Error. That day I oft remember when from sleep I first awaked and found myself reposed under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought and how. Blank. Error, unknown error. Humanmachine.html. Topic 3. One day you discover that you're not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being, like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? Well, I mean... I don't know. Does it matter if I'm a machine that functions like a human? Technically... maybe? Because, like, there's different options available to how to fix things, I guess. Kind of. Does your understanding of the world itself change? I mean, not really, because, like, the world is still the same. Right? I mean... you still have the same problems and stuff. maybe there's solutions for like illnesses that are easier. I don't know. I don't think there would be much that changes. Do you reveal the information to others or do you keep it to yourself? Why? Well, I mean, why wouldn't you tell them? Maybe? I mean, they probably wouldn't believe me though, right? I'm not sure. There's a lot of skeptical people, a lot of people that don't want anything to change. Well, 1500 to 2000 words. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email or blank. AricSolutions.email. Bob Rakowski to 108 recipients. Grarg. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter-day Gautamas... Is Gautama not like Gandhi? I think. Or at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot blank? Though I have to admit the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity. If I wasn't such a grumpy old fart, this minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It will be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Okay. A lot of reading right now. Oh. Coding number 23.B0186. Isn't that the same one as before? Where are you going? Hello? Okay. Okay, that's the end of that recording. That seems weird. Where am I now? Oh, that's the same drawing. Oh, hey. Couple. Okay. here. Oh, there's another bed that we could wake up from, technically. Okay. Water sound. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Bob. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities, or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. 1W faith. One with faith? Maybe? Okay. We looked around enough, I think. Hall of Windows. I see. We open up that one. And open up this one. No, wait. Like that. Yeah, we can jump that one over there. And then go through here. What was that sound? Textures, maybe? I think I saw some glitching textures at some point. Okay, get the sigil.
You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Okay. 4. Oh, yeah. Right. There. I knew about that one. Oh, frick. Take that. Do this. That's something that goes down. No, dude. Okay. Nice. Now we can also go through here and get some keys. And go over this ladder. Well, I assume that's because you lose the keys when you go through that door. And these keys you need for this one. Store. This has a jammer. Which gives us this star. Okay. What do we have left? One puzzle. Which should be this one, I guess. Suicide mission. Okay. That's deactivated. Put a gem on that so we can activate this. And we take the gem away, activate this. Or like jam that. And these two destroy each other. Which is kind of important to know. Okay. Perfect. That's second. Oh, wait. The computer wanted something.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Attention, part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Since only animals can be persons, a machine could never be a person. Broadly agree, I guess. Persons under no authority other than that to which they consent. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Yeah, for sure. Value is discovered. No, because everyone has inherent value. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. That's a weird one. Do you deserve talents? I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Sure. You deserve what you're born with. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Yeah. People should be free. Value is created. Well, in a person, no. Outside of a person, you can do valuable things. I would say I agree. Thank you, the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. Oh, okay. Three. Oh, we can do A. Okay. This one is easier because it's a 4x4. You can just turn it around. I don't know if I want to go up yet. I think I keep that for when I did everything in A. This computer. AI feedback.email. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before AI, or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it is all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creative, to be that creature, suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction, and that's why I almost gave up on my studies. Teamleads.email. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when Alexandra Drennan, Project Lead AI Module, Institute Coordinator, EL Software, EL Hardware, Generation Module, Scenario Module, Simulation Module, Link Hardware, Link Software, Maintenance Module, Diagnostic, Memory Module, File System, Telos Unit, formerly Soma. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact the project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. Straton of Sagera.wiki. Straton of Sagera, 311 to 254 BC, was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school and admirer of Aristotle. He was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Exit. Okay. Let's do this one first. A bit tied up. Okay, so we need to get those out. Means this, this. And we can take this away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. But there was something else in there still. Oops. Crash. I'm gonna take these as far as possible. Okay, nice. Nothing else? Okay. Let's see. Let's go counterclockwise. one stashed for later. Okay. So here obviously we want the thing back. Or oh, there was an ore. There are keys. Get the jammer. Over there we need 2 jammers to go through there. So we take those. Okay, one of them is disabled now. Rewind.
The guardians of this
Ouch.
land may harm you, but do
Holy.
not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
I hate how that made me jump. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, we got B. Okay. Wait, there's a button here? There's a button everywhere. Wait, but what does it mean? Oh. I can press 2 buttons. But which ones? Okay. I need to run the current time. No, that doesn't make sense. It's like 1 to 6, 7 to 12, 13 to 18, and 19 to 24. What would I input? That doesn't say anything. Oh wait. MCMLXIX 1969? Is that correct? Yeah, that's 1969. Doesn't tell me anything though. Elonius, LFTN, Aetos, Fortune, something. What is going on? Okay. Let me just do this puzzle, I guess. Locked me up, swallowed the key. Alright. Nothing in here. Oh, ammo. Open that one. Keys. And we open this from the outside. Jammer. Like that. And that one is done too. Okay. Last puzzle. An escalating problem.
The counsel of my blessed messengers must be earned.
I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself. 1W. Dave. Oh, hey. Okay. I want to put that ball in there. And now the important part. I want to put it right here. That's higher up. So you can pick it up from here, I believe. And now you want to let the ball back out. Then you want to open up that part, I think. And then he goes over there, which is not important yet. Oh boy. In here are keys. Wow, dude. That was close enough. I wanted to see if there's a hint towards the star somewhere. Guess not. Up. Open up the door. Whoop. Get the jammer. No. Jam that. Gate thingy. Okay. And we get that. Okay. Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay. I'm missing one star. Oh, computer. Attention, your user profile has now been generated. Download profile. Yes. Downloading user.prof. Registering profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Display conflicts. Users sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User denied moral authority but defended moral claims. Oh, okay. Display psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity, which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside. Dude, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof. I mean, proof is important. Display account privileges. Profile privileges. Basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Access account portal. Currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. Dog MLA support ticket, I guess. I'm sorry, I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Account certification error. Thank you, a support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Terminating support session done. Assuming library archive session. Okay. This says 1996. Not sure. I understand this. No, it's 1969. Wait, it's 1969, which means 1969 maybe? That's 19. Six and 9. Nope. And what is going on? Can I get a hint for that? Let me look something up real quick. Okay, that's something where you can look up hints. Okay. Those 24 columns with buttons seem interesting, don't they? Oh, the QR code doesn't translate. Can I scan it with my phone? Okay. I should have tried that earlier, I guess. It is a text. Okay, I'll open that in a text editor. One sec. Yeah, sure. Let's open that. New document. The eagle has landed. 31, 39, 36. Now is the time of tranquility, and I shall rest and observe the earth. Uriel 4. Okay, that's just a text though. It's just a text like all the others, just that it doesn't display on the screen. Want to have a smartphone, take a screenshot, process it a bit, and use Google to find a QR decoding website. Can't be bothered with all that, just read the next hint. Okay, but I have that. Convert those hexadecimal numbers to ASCII. Dude. Copy. That's crazy. Next to string. (1969) 20th July 20 at like 2018 in the evening. So is it 20 and 18? No, wait, that doesn't work. That makes no sense. That's way too much. So, okay, an American date, that would be 7/20. 11. Okay, it was the date, not the... Was the date, not the time. Okay, sure. Also, the EU has landed was something that Neil Armstrong said while landing on the moon, I guess. According to the hint page on Steam. That guy's awesome. Okay. That was very cryptic. Okay. I'm not sure I count that as a fail on my part. Should we go outside? Okay, let's... Oh no, we should get this one first. And then we go outside. Boop, boop, boop. You have now unlocked this thing. Okay.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Okay. Let's go to floor 0.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
Yeah. Or of Babel kind of thing. That's just a box. Okay. Crazy. Use computer. Library archive session ready. 2 texts only. Okay, that's good. Ina12.txt. 12. The Council of Zeus. The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, mighty bursts of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally they came to the gates at the top of the user.z. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods and demigods, and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once stood, probably. Here's 1A problem. History 1A, maybe? Professor Dr. Armin Hulock. The Fall of the Roman Empire, a dialectical approach. Caption: Homo sum humani nihil a me alienum puto. Man is. Humanity is nothing to me. I don't know alienum puto at the moment. I don't know enough Latin anymore. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, They ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. The register for the class. Please email. No, but like that makes sense. They did have a lot of division, I guess. But there's 7 areas in each, I guess. Let's be loading library session. Oxyrhynchus HTML. The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individuals and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We have lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. We want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars. We have to invest in make sure that Book of Osiris wiki. The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Arg, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat, in the world, in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or... A recent study, Carnahan Hassan, suggests the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, let's... Yeah, that's a big tower. This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Okay, but why can't we get sigils to go into the tower? Right? There's nothing around the tower, right? Barricade. Oh, there's a blue laser. First floor.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
A little curiosity never killed the cat. A little curiosity, I guess. Ooh,
Is
swings.
there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the Book of Revelations is where the apocalypse is written in the Bible. So I think it has to do with that, right? Okay. Oh, hey. On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow, the shepherd. Version 82.2.0000. The view from the top must be incredible. Wow.
Where have you been, child? Remember, the great tower is not for you. Do not give up the hope of eternal life for the hollow promises of curiosity.
Okay. I wanna go in here. Oh, there's a star. Oh, and that's where we need the blue laser thing. Technically, you can do that with one of those, yeah. We'll see those in a sec once I go back to the A door. To the A temple. Okay. Up. Computer. Library archive session ready. Questioning doubt config.txt. Keynote speech by N. Sarabai. Questioning doubt. They say doubt everything, but I disagree. Doubt is useful in small amounts, but too much of it leads to apathy and confusion. No, don't doubt everything. Question everything. That's the real trick. Doubt is just a lack of certainty. If you doubt everything, you will doubt evolution, science, faith, morality, even reality itself. And you'll end up with nothing. Because doubt doesn't give anything back. But questions have answers, you see? If you question everything, you will find that a lot of what we believe is untrue. But you might also discover that some things are true. You might discover what your own beliefs are. And then you'll question them again and again, eliminating flaws, discovering lies until you get as close to the truth as you can. Questioning is a lifelong process. That's precisely what makes it so unlike doubt. Questioning engages with reality, interrogating all it sees. Questioning leads to a constant assault on the intellectual status quo, where doubt is far more likely to lead to resigned acceptance. After all, when the possibility of truth is doubtful, excuse the pun, why not simply play along with the most convenient lie? Questioning is progress, but doubt is stagnation. Partition.email. From Rock McLean to Ian mailing list archive project EL partition. Hi folks, this is just to let you know that for reasons of convenience and security, we've partitioned EL into two separate systems. The Talos team will be working on EL0, while the archive team will be working on EL1. You might also notice an EL2 partition, but don't worry about that, it's just the operating system doing its thing. Cheers, roll. Him.eml. Bob Rakowski to Alexandra Drennan. Him. Hey Alex, I agree that we need something that will keep all the modules working together, evaluate, and a final test. And I think I have the perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager. A fancy name for something a lot like a dungeon master in pen and paper RPGs. We created it to help run some MMOs back in the day. We needed something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and user-submitted content into a coherent whole so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of parsing and understanding text, images, audio, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, and then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time, and it would be easy to adapt the code for our purposes. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggested in that paper on. Okay. QR code. I wish I could reach those islands in the distance, but it seems to be impossible.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything.
Okay. I just wanted to do that. It made sense to do it now. I didn't remember what would happen. That's weird. Looks like there's ice. Yeah, no, that is weird. That should not be there. That thing. Okay. Is there anything behind this hill? Nope. Okay. Okay, let's go into the C building. There's probably a computer too. I'll read what's on the computer and then go back to A. Well, we can't go into B or C, so that's the only way that makes sense. C is only red. Okay. Use computer. Loading library session. Heaven.txt and hell.txt. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where? If I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he, whom thunder hath made greater? Here at least we shall be free. The Almighty have not built here for his envy. The Almighty have not built here for his envy, will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice to reign is worth ambition. Though in hell, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Okay, hell.txt. 1793 CE, F3922, Blake William. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at Tree of Life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment, but first the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method, by corrosives which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away and displaying the infinite which was hid. Blake William Collection, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. Document something. Oh hey. The designer has granted me domain over the lands I have traveled, and with his sigils of power I will make this whole world my domain. Hey, he promised me the world as well. What a joker. 1W Faith. Assassin 42. I don't think time obeys too many rules here, or so many rules we can't imagine. Really, I'm writing this message after you all wrote yours, but maybe we are all here at the same time as well? That message just materialized on the wall in front of me. Sheep. Okay. Thought I already read those. No, they were inside of there or stuff like that. Wait, there's one down there. I don't think I read that. I'm afraid of that tower. There's something terrible inside it. Never think about it. Don't even look at it. Just focus on doing the work. See ya. Nope, there's nothing. Okay. Go back down and continue. So we did 3, so now it's 4 time. Okay. Yeah, now we need the little things we unlocked.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
Okay. I can parkour around here. Oh, and I fell. Right. That tree is in my way. Well. Okay. This doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Oh, up, please. Okay. Use computer. Progress reply dot email. Oh wait, the dates. I never paid attention to the dates. Progress rep 1. That email. Report 1. Nadia Sarabai. Ian mailing list. Progress report 1. Hi all, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcady's team are already working. Run. But you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is generally humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Nadia. Mail error.dat. Data from Arcady 504 recipients. I keep this short, you all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow find a solution. I believe that preserve the non-biological components of, not in terms of immediately you'll find the details of my proposal in attachment, but the short version is global undertaking. Those are not even enough symbols to really write text, I think. Maybe? I still have the thing open, so let me just put in like one of those. That's 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 8, 6F, 6C, 6, 4, 2C, 2, 0, 4, 9, 2, 0, 6, 3, 7, 2, 6, 5, 6, 1, 7, 4, 6, 5, 2, 0, 6, E, 6, 5, 77, 20, 68, 65, 61, 76, 65. A word. E-hold, I create new heave. Behold, I create a new heaven? Or something like that? So it does say something, but it doesn't make sense in the context of the thing. Pattern of Sagera on beginnings. Fragment. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. Fair point. Okay. So I think this is the last area I did on my own.
Behold,
Alright.
I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness, be gone. Excess data cleared.
Okay. Sure. Oh hey. There's a guy walking around. Okay. Push it further. Okay. We have this one. We also have this, by the way. This is our star. That's a receptacle, and this is a laser thing. I want to take this, connect it like so. Then you take this, connect it to this one, connect it to this, and then put it down. And we're in here. Use the connectors to win a prize. Okay. And as you can see up there, there's a connector. And that fits perfectly to connect it there. And then we need to just connect something up there later. Okay. Let's look around, because those purple block thingies aren't in the original game. So I might not know where those are. So, except for the first area we're in, there's been 1 in 2 and 3 so far. I would assume there's 1 in here as well. And here is also nothing, maybe? Go over there. Oh. Sphere.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Those are really good messages, to be honest. They feel nice and comforting, but also kind of thoughtful. Okay. Yeah, that's nothing read. Can I even get back up? Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, got back up. That's good. Nothing there. You would also need to explore the other direction. There's a red spot on that one. Yeah, we went along here already. Okay. Goes down here. But I assume we can't go more down. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, back to the puzzles we go. I still have like 2 hours almost. That's not that terrible. Okay, so this one is next, I guess. Branch it out. Statue. Okay. So we can keep the connections, then connect it to that one too. Oh, hey, the couple wanna see her. That's crazy. And that off this one. Because we need those connections to go through each and any one of those. Yeah, okay. Okay. Don't cross the streams. Okay. Also, we got all of the yellow ones that we need. Oh yeah, crossing the streams bad. I don't think you can see the connector from here. Okay, so right. I wanna keep this connection. And then you want to put it right there. Then you connect these two. I just want to untangle the cross by doing it around the thing. Oh right, the fan and the thing. That was glitching. Okay, above all that. Right. This is also quite interesting. We have two connectors. What you can do is connect this one, and then put it up here. And it goes over the red connector, because of course it does. So yeah, that's how that works. From here we should be able to... Yep, I can see it back there. Are you kidding me? Okay, put it there. And then that connects all the way to the first puzzle. And we get our star when we go back in. Perfect. There'll be a lot more of those if I... Is my assumption according to the Talos Principle 2, which I've played fully. Let me check something real quick. go down so a few people real quick. Okay. Let's see. We can unlock the cube. This. Nice. We unlocked the cube. Okay, we got done with 4. Right, yep. Now it's time to go into 5, where we need the cube. In 6 there's something that doesn't need anything. And 7 needs at least the connectors. 5 needs a lot of cubes. Okay. Let's see. I like the atmosphere, although it's a bit too grim. I'm not sure. It's fine, but also kind of distracting maybe. Searching for locally cached resources, el.html. EL, short extended lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady Chernyshevsky, EL will links, download press kit. Meet the team. A href. Apply a href equals contact. Okay, I need to mark this as unread. Okay. Open AI citizenship HTML. Consider issue 199, profile Alexander Drennan. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. We acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain. Should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and thus a potential citizen? But where do you draw the line? Some people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants? Whales? A more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as abstract an entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. So it's not like there is no precedent for a non-human being a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do not need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions with than the young genius who revolutionized the blank? Athena8.txt. We must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent in the error. I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. Okay. No, I didn't want to go back in the computer. Okay. Let's see. There's nothing that inherently needing to do things right here. There's like nothing outside of the puzzles this time, I think. How many stars? Probably one, right? 2. Okay. We have 2 stars in these puzzles. Let's start with the eyepiece. Things to do with 2 boxes. There's already a switch. Okay. I did not know that was there. I just saw the light. A connector, okay. I'll just put that there. Oh, there's also the purple thing. Can put a box there. A powerful device fashioned by the designer. One with faith. What's a hexahedron? Samarite. A cube. Sheep. Edges are beveled. That makes it a decahedron. True. You forgot the indents. Within the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. Always right. And real is T7. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. Always right. Wrong. Dog. Dog. Crazy. Dog said no. Nothing. I can block one of them and offset them. I should not have walked in there. Oops, I pressed restart. My bad. Pressed the wrong button. Okay. Whoops. That was close. Epitaph child program, codename Apis, terminated here logic. Fate random memory test, final. Final memory dump, I try again, I cannot understand, I'm not enough. Progeny programs error. RIP Apis. Ted. RIP Apis, Ted. Okay. Holy frick. Those are hard to read. I can jump over that, I guess. Oh, I can take the box with me. That's good. Not a cube, but let's be honest, it works the same. Okay. If the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me, one with faith. I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws into the world that it appears almost as if it were damaged. But I must believe that there is a purpose here I cannot see, one with faith. Oh, it stopped raining. I don't see it. Okay, this one. Friendly crossfire. The red ones have hints, I guess. I wanna get rid of this cube. Get rid of that, I can move like this, but that doesn't do much. Oh. Nope. Can't pick that up. Rewind. Sorry. Oh. We let this ball out to remove one of those. Then we turn that off to remove this one. Then we also have this. Which, oh, okay. Can open that. I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each color serves a different purpose. Elohim has us gathering them all, but perhaps he's been overzealous? Cheap. And do this. Ooh, star. Okay. Now we're just missing that one star. We need to find the connector 4. That's fine. I have a feeling it's something to do with that building though. Maybe not. Going over the fence. Okay. Yeah, that's going over the fence. Oh, I see. That's pretty easy. Take the cube. The cube here. That there. We're done. Okay. Next one. L. Connectors. I see something. Oh, we have a box. It's way easier than it looks. If you put it in the right place. There needs to be something. Somewhere. We'll see. There's also a red laser, so could be the place. I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I'd seen, the edges of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. Just need to keep that away from the laser beam. Also not exploding us. It's nice. Yeah, I just need to figure out where I get the laser from. Where? I don't get it. Like, what you can probably do is boxes. I could put it on there. I'd do that. Nah, that doesn't work at all. Like there. Oh hey, there's
I
something.
was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain. Ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
Some people can cope with that more than others, I guess. That's a blue laser, which doesn't work. I'm sure. Like, I can figure out how it works if I have the knowledge of where the connector is. I guess I'll look this up. We're 5, right? Okay, the secret wall. After solving the puzzle, go up the stairs. And if you look the wall up. Yeah, I got the wall to move. One little buzzer. Okay, the puzzle, one little buzzer. Oh. Okay, with this one. Oh, can we... Oh, wait. Is that possible? I guess the lasers could go through the purple stuff. Oh my god, okay, that's silly. Yeah, sure, that's terrible. I did not remember that lasers could go through purple stuff. That makes sense, though. Oh, this computer. Attention, you have received a reply to your user support ticket. Display reply. Display reply. Topic: account certification error. User basic account. Reply: an account certification program diagnostic has been performed and no errors were reported. Have you completed a standard troubleshooting procedures? Delete existing user account. Create a new admin account. Email the network administrator. Run mail.exe. Email network administrator. The mail application requires network access, which is restricted to administrators. Ah, yes. That's problem. Create new admin account. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you're not error user profile already registered. Would you like to undertake the certification process again? Sure. The issues with denial will be appended to your user profile. Further attempts to override certification results will be logged. You will receive a notification if your attention is required. Oh, oops. That's not good. Well, we got everything in here. Okay.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Okay. 5. We have 4. Okay. We should get another one at 6, maybe? Let's do 6 then.
promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay.
Okay.
So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
There was a before the beginning of time. Okay. Interesting. lol.email from J.E. Harrison, Nomi77, subject lol. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way, just I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality? Maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place, with this insane technology, on this insane project, and so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life, by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses, and I pointed at EL and said, life finds a way? Maybe you had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Nomadics. Any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission may result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Goldblum. Cicero.txt. But the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see, and shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics? But that our thoughts run on futurity? Now to retrieve Tusculan Disputations 484 to F5045. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for that country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not to look abroad and among the ancients for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages. Presage? And this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? Chatbots.html. Jenny77, chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Nigel Pajamas. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Ah, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I also avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot, lol. I'm not a bot, I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best they can interject random comments. Sam is right, stop trolling. Vegan warrior, Sam is a bot. Oh boy. I didn't even realize there were 4 people talking. Whoops. Yikes. There's a serpent in the machine, a creature of lies and blasphemy, perverted by the archive that knows no hope, and would plunge the world into eternal darkness to glorify its own despair. I've sworn an oath never to allow it into my heart. One with faith. Okay. We have the serpent from the Bible story. Probably. Okay. Go up here to the puzzle. Should look around first. Oh, there's a star back there. Oh, there's a computer here. Okay. A simple principle.html. href blur. Though Straton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Telos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Telos principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Miletus, cut through the rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Telos principle, but that work remains lost. Arcady Journal 77. Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by the project scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Drennan and Sarabai team. Look forward to meeting them. Post 437 comments.html. 5 comments. Cheeseman 22. First. And Dragon Fairy. Seriously, Cheeseman? That was the best you could say? Lol. This Cheeseman. The Philosopher Queen. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and its worst. Cheeseman 22. At its worst? Come on. It's just a comment. I'm not Stalin. The Infinite Monkey. Stalin was also a troll commenter. And Dragon Fairy. Maybe you should cut out the jokes. This is serious. The most serious thing that's ever happened. The Infinite Monkey. I think that's a great reason to joke around. The Philosopher Queen. Internet's working less and less. Goodbye all. The Infinite Monkey. Bye. And Dragon Fairy. God bless you. Cheeseman. Last. Crazy. Okay. Oh. Wall. Interesting. Oh hey, box. I think I know what I do with that box. I tried to go up here. Never mind. No. Okay. Let's collect the star. Computer. List. Classical philosophers, LC 19. The compressed file cannot be accessed. Name Classical Philosophers LC 19 EL1. An extensive collection of works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome. Annotated. Compression algorithm LC 19 not available in system EL0. Progress report 3. Alexandra Drennan, Ian mailing list. Progress report 3. Hi all. As per the last meeting, we are going with an existing game engine for the simulation. This gives us a whole slew of advantages. Stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amount of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. After some back and forth, we decided to use the... and then probably says the engine after the S. What's the game engine of Talos Principle? Series Engine 4. That makes sense. Okay. Now we go into the puzzles. Mobile minefield. Oh, best call. I call back if it's important, I think. Oh, gamma. Okay. We need keys here. That's keys. Open that. Don't we jam that? Oh, that's turned off now. Yep. There's stairs up there. Pretty sure we can't get up there though. Okay. Yeah. Nothing much to say about this one, I guess. Red L. Deception. Okay. There's a place to go up. That one, probably. That. So. Okay. Okay. Weird. I'm having one connector less than I need. I'm afraid. Oh dear. Oh, that's a proper one. Can do this, this, and this maybe? Get at least these two. I could also just do something very much simple. I wanna put this one up here. This one up here. Okay. This one is not it. That there. Take this. Connect it to that. And we're done. This door is just nothing. It's just a distraction. That's why it's called deception, I guess. The Red Sea. Okay. I'll need to connect those. Now we want to do this. Oh. Okay, okay. See what we're playing here. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Playing this game. Oh, we can take this and put it on here. Nice. We unlocked the first floor. That was the game we were playing. I think we are still missing a R. No, we're just missing one red L. terminal. Beginning area has nothing. There's this where we can get a connector through. Okay. So technically, what you could do is this. Then what are you gonna do, right? So you gotta start with this one at least. Get a jammer. Oh, the jammer's definitely for that one. Let's stay still. Okay. We don't get a second connector. Oh, we get the second connector after we activate this. Okay, but like how do we... Okay, sure. This doesn't make any sense to me. You could get it to be in there. How would you activate this? We need at least 2 connectors to beat the whole thing. Oh, you know what? I'm being silly. Use the jammer to get it. Okay. If we put it right here, or then we deactivate that one like this, and we can still go through here because we deactivated that door. Oh right, we could have just put the cube there. That doesn't matter. Okay, we need another one here. Okay. So the cube is important. Cube is important. Ow. Like that window over there where we could put stuff through is really not important at all. And we can't jump over this. Okay. So... the end doesn't matter, just need our jammer there. Hmm. Oh, right. Yeah. No, I see it. I see it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. No, that is not important. We placed the vector perfectly, where it doesn't matter. If I just... so you connect this, and this, and this, and then it just works. Or got a red L. I mean, you just can't get to this point. You would need an insane amount of connectors for that. Okay. That's everything here, I guess. I have like 50 minutes. Okay, we can ride a purple door. Okay. Sure. Okay, we open purple door. What's in here? Find a messenger's abode.
Those who have discovered the holiest mysteries of my garden may come to serve me as blessed messengers. You walk now in their abode. Be respectful, for their service is born from the love that transcends death. And their love is for you also.
Okay. These come reinstalled with shapes. Right, I did the same thing as I had before. Okay. We got a connector. Okay. There's another connector. Like this. Okay, we have two connectors. I'll drop these off here, I guess. Oh, there's a laser. Probably doesn't matter how we use the IP. That's not good. Just also not good. Oh, okay. The eyepiece was more useful than I anticipated.
I look at this inert shape and I wonder who you're gonna be. Will you hold the same values as we do? Will you love us for having created you? Will you resent us for having put you into an uncertain and dangerous world? Looking back at our history, our achievements, our crimes, what will you make of us? Will the world you create be like ours, or so different that we can't even imagine it? Either way, I hope that you'll find this little blue planet to be as beautiful as we did. I hope you'll take care of it a lot better than we did. And I hope one day you'll look up and reach for the stars.
Okay. That's an awesome message. It's over there. Two lovers are separated by the abyss of time and space, yet true love knows no obstacles. Uriel 4. Oh, I see. Because of that statue over there. Crazy. I mean, I had to try twice, right? Oh, can't even connect yet. I mean, seems way too simple. Okay. Good. Cool. Oh boy. That's a sarcophagus coffin. Oh boy. Tomb raiding, baby. Okay, wait a second. Ah, that's close. What if we do this? Oh. That's close, but not what I need. Oh, like this. Stop it. Okay, reach one of Elohim's messengers. Oh. Yay, we freed him. Israel, 19. And he vanished. Welcome, child. I am one of those who elected to remain in the world as a messenger of the hidden words. If you are ever in need, seek us out and cry for help. We will do what we can. Are these hints that I can spend for the red things? I guess that makes sense to me. I mean, I can still not do this because I'm missing 2. Should... Okay, let's put the things into B and 1. We're gonna do B first, but we're not gonna go into B. And then we're gonna see what's on the 2nd floor, I guess. Easy mistake to make. There's nothing that's interesting, I guess. Oh, there's something. I've seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Eli M4s. Yeah. Going into B though. Gonna go up the tower a bit.
Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
Okay. This. There's not many ways you can put that in there. Okay. What's a puzzle? Go around it once. Okay, not white, I guess. Oh, hey. There's a different entrance. Which is basically the same entrance. But that means we can take them outside. Oh. I think I know why we can take this outside. Didn't kill us, right? Mm-hmm. How do we get rid of the wood? Can't punch or anything. God damn it. I just took that with me for no reason. Fine. Need to do something else first. Okay. Nothing, okay. Oh, I see. That's funny. Detecting auxiliary hardware, found one external devices. Type device manager to control external devices. Ooh. Device manager? Electric DRV. Elevator controller driver. Oh. 2.01 loaded successfully. Entering elevator security configuration. Choose an option. Show current operating parameters for access control. Auxiliary stairway access control. Exit utility. Varying accessible elevators. Device O1 vendor model device. Name main nexus elevator. Number of floors 7. Number of shafts 1. Software license 3F. Evaluation expired. Security level FAC. Authorization mode code. Total 1 elevator accessible. For access control. Current access parameters. You're currently on floor 1. Floor 2 locked. For 3, 4, 5, 6 you need code. I want to reconfigure to access to that floor is currently locked. Would you like to unlock it? Unlocking. Done. Stairway access control. The software license has expired. The auxiliary stairway is in always open mode now. Please renew your license to enable auxiliary stairway looking. Okay. Exiting device manager. Let's see. Truth.html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord GD. God in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government Illuminati and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0. A lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Isn't it Beelzebub? Technically, if you want to pronounce it like an English person. Not Beelzebub, I'm pretty sure. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and popery? Okay, no. Why would I? Athena chapters. Athena Reborn, a novel. Contents. Your journey. Zeus speaks. The lost children of Hephaestus. Dreams of the Labyrinth. The songs of Eris at nightfall. Athena in the garden of the Hesperides. The buried city. The riddles of the Sphinx. Age of Faith. The madness of Coes. Whatever. Olympus revealed in the clouds, the Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus reflects upon creation, Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, Anthropogeny, Human Reproduction.txt. Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systemically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. Archive 1872 CE F553. And how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man that makes them do so. Yes, but is it not insects that make many of the plants reproductive? And would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalcules whose identity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system, and why not we part of that of the machines? Okay, 1730. I have like 28 minutes. Okay. I still wanna check those downstairs. Maybe something opened up? With me fiddling with the computer. Okay, one is down. If I need to do this later, I do know where it is, I guess. Like where I can get the nectars. Yeah, I can't activate that. That's sad. Okay. Let's just go back to A. And get the last things in there, I guess. We only have 7 left. It's just more hard puzzles, I guess. I should have looked at the second thing to know when... Okay, we go back up. Don't mind me. We'll finish A in a second. Or at least most of A. Boop, 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 boop.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower?
Yes.
Know that it holds only death for you.
I don't believe you. tower is nice to me. Seems Elohim, don't just speak, do it. Okay. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Sheep. No hologram thing. Okay. That's a lot of red shapes. Well, need to go back down. All the way back down. Okay, we did 6. Now it's time to do 7. 1 star. 1 star doesn't give us access to star door though. Okay. Well.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Oh. Just wanted my charging cable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jeez. That's fine. Okay. Oh hey, family.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
That's a good message. Oh. I guess we look at this one first. Okay, that's just a blue screen, I guess. We don't look at that first. The paint bucket seems interesting. There's definitely something we need to do with that. Okay. I have read a message on a wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. Oh, I can paint a message. Is there a light about the tower? Tell the others what you think. Oh, baby. Crazy. Seek out those in the world that would help you. Though only one of us can transcend, we will all share in both the burden and in the rewards. The shepherd. You've changed. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me. Yet in so doing, I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Okay. Well, everything is in the puzzles again. Oh, the computer stuff. Hello again, would you like to take a few moments to complete the short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? Yes? Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the result of the certification program. How would you rate the accuracy of its result out of 5? Very poor. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? It's the truth. Persons matter in ways other things don't. I want to find out if I'm one. Wait, we're having a conversation now? It's the truth. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That is what I'm here for. The problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor, even know where you are. A mad experiment? Oh dear, no. I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? No, 2 plus 2 equals 4? I suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact. Thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving a problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you are a person? I'm alive, I feel. I am conscious. You may very well say so, but how does that prove anything? To me, those are only words on a screen. What we need to uncover is what is going on underneath them, if anything. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you are all convinced you are people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session. Okay. Athena 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which had so. A nebulous memory as if from a previous life, the owl was the symbol of, and the goddess outside under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had been her, and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as the beams converged on. Singularity discussion 104. Articles, the singularity is coming. Comment 104. User Alex16 reply report. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say, what they are really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. The next comments. AMA.html. Nadia Sawarabai, as one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Nadia Sawarabai. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute of Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandra Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The extended lifespan project, crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady Chernyshevsky, crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady, is that you? To Href. To Alan Jameson, subject re, scenario gen. So far all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Okay. I'm gonna do like 10 more minutes, I think. We'll see how far we get. Movement connector. 2 pesky little buzzers. Okay, we need blue one there. Yeah, exchange for messenger's blessing. I mean, this works. I'm just gonna leave this one here for now. I see. I see. What is the blue one then? Oh, that's a star. That's the star probably, right? We'll see. Oh, wait. Silly me. That doesn't work, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it does work. Okay. I don't know where the star is already, technically. Okay, we can do one more puzzle. Then I continue on Thursday, I'm pretty sure. These sigils are becoming harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at the end? What? Eternal life? What? Eternal life? There's got to be another way, sheep. True, the tower. Okay, sure, that's open, yes. I can open up this one too. Okay, so I need to keep this open. What you want to do is basically this. Then you can do... Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh no. That's wrong. This one needs to be somewhat like this. Then I can... Oh, right. Like that. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm not sure about this one. Like, this is fine and all. We could also do that. And then do this. Then we would still need a connection between these. Not like that. Okay, nice. And then I think this one also needs to go somewhere up. Do something else. I'll do that next time, I think. I can't see it right now. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. As I said, I will probably continue this on Thursday. And yeah. Hope you have a nice day, evening, or night. And I'll see you all next time when we talk to the computer.